What's going on, everybody? So listen, I got 6 different ways of things that you guys can do to build positive credit history. Okay, a lot of times people they have negative things that's on their credit and they're hindered by that, but they don't know what they can do to start improving their credit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some different things and different things that you can do so you can add it to your credit profile to improve your credit. Okay, one of the things you want to first do, folks, is you want to first have a checking and a savings account. Okay, have a checking and a savings account, because to the creditors that look at them and saying, hey, this person is stable, it proves stability, this person can pay their bills, you know. So you want to make sure you have a checking and savings account, number 1. Number 2, get a secured credit card. A secured credit card, it doesn't have to be with my company, it can be with anybody. It can be with your bank, Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America. Okay, so what you do is you go, ask their bank if you want to open up a secure credit card line, and what they'll do is they'll pull money that's in your checking or savings account, put that into a CD, and then they'll give you a line of credit. And what's good about this is this will report to the credit bureaus like every single month. They're reporting to the credit bureaus as long as you're making your payments on time. But what I suggest is when you do this, if you start off with something that's low, let's say you start off with something that's like $200 on this credit card that's secured, right? Every single month, just build up on it. Like add $100 to it every single month. That way your limit is about $1,000 to $1,200, $2,000 limit on the card. So when you do start making bigger purchases, you're not hurting your debt to rate, your credit to debt ratio, okay? And you don't hurt that. So with that being said, make sure you go out there and you get that done, because that can really help your score, like a lot, okay? Next thing you guys want to do is, if you trust somebody, go out there and get you an authorized user, okay, for your credit card. Some people don't have the opportunity to have an authorized user, so this might not be for everybody. But for the people that do have someone that knows someone that has a high credit score already, they can kind of piggyback off of them by signing them up as an authorized user. And this works like that, drastically. Like you're talking like 50, 60 points by the time the next time it's time to report to the credit bureaus. Just because that person had a great score, and you get, what happens is you get to borrow some of their credit history, okay? The next thing you guys might want to do that's highly, highly effective is you guys want to go open up a local merchant account, okay, through like a electronic store or like a furniture store, okay, somewhere where you can go in there and get a line of credit. Go buy some furniture, go buy a bed, go buy a computer at an electronic store, and then just take that and pay it back, okay? And if you can, double up on a payment so you can pay it off faster. But as long as you're paying it within a span of 6 months, between 6 to 12 months, your credit will be highly affected by it, and that'll boost your score tremendously, okay? Then last but not least, my last tip for the day, folks, is go out there and go get you a CD, okay? So a CD stands for a certificate of deposit. So take about $500 to $600, go put it into a CD, open it up with your bank, and then just let that sit. You can't touch it anyway. And let that sit for about 6 months to a year. Okay, so when you have this credit mix that I'm just explaining to you guys right now, we got all these things working for you. This is what's going to help you get that credit score that you've been looking for. Okay, so you know what? It might take you some time to get those negative things off your credit, because credit is built over time, right? But listen, if you start implementing some of these ideas that I'm telling you about, by the time you get all those negative things off your credit, you're going to have a good credit score, okay? You just will. If you're the type of person that don't have any credit history and all you have is negative things on your credit, if you was to get those negative things off, it's still going to take you just as much time to get those things off as time as it is going to help you build new credit, if that makes sense. So let's say you took the first 6 months to go out there and get negative things off your credit. You have no credit history whatsoever. You might be someone that's watching this that's 21 years old, okay? You go out there and you get all those things off of there, and then by the time you get it off, you still stuck at 0, or your score might go up a little bit, but it's not going to be in the 750 range, 800s. You know what I'm saying? Because you have no credit history. So what I'm suggesting is you do is go out there and start adding new lines of credit on your credit report. And then by the time you do get those negative things off of there, because it might take you 5 months, it might take you 4 months to get everything off. It might not take that long. It might take you 30 to 60 days. But what I'm saying is you don't have to wait until those things are off before you take action. That makes sense? So start working on that stuff now. So by the time you get all that stuff off, now you're sitting pretty, okay? Please leave a comment. Hit me up if you got any other questions. If you got any other videos where you might want me to explain, let me know. Be happy to help you guys out. Till then, holla at your boy.